Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let us pray to our mighty God, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, who gave us a good health and plenty of time so we can do our activities today. Secondly, let us pray, let us give salawat and salam delivered to our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.
The Honorable Headmaster of PGRI plus Cibinong Senior High School, the Honorable English Teacher of PGRI plus Cibinong Senior High School, and to the Honorable Older Teacher of PGRI plus Cibinong Senior High School, and to all beloved friends who are watching this right now.
Welcome back to Pesat Literature.
Hi guys! Hello everyone, we are back with another podcast of Pesat Literature. So, how are you guys all? We hope that you guys are doing great out there. But before that, let us introduce ourselves. Hello everyone, my name is Naskiana Jidarabeni from 11 Pioneer.
Hello everyone, I'm Muhammad Faiz Alfanji from 11 Pioneer. So today, Naskia and I will be your host for today's podcast. So Naskia, do you still remember last week's podcast?
Yes, of course I still remember. So I was the presenter last week, and we talked about the book called The Power of Habit and the 5 essential principles of Think, Grow, Rich. So Faiz, in today's podcast, what you do?
Okay, maybe before that, maybe some of you don't know about our Pesat Literature Program. So let me explain. Pesat Literature Program is our school program that is related to exploring and reviewing an educational book. And right now, I will read for today's rundown. So today there will be two groups who will present their presentation about their books. After that, each group will have Q&A section, so you guys can ask about anything you guys want to know about their books, and then we have to close their presentation with closing.
Alright guys, thank you so much for reading the rundown. So what I heard, that the first group will present and discuss about the book called The Power of Self-Esteem. Wow, that sounds really good book to present. And this book is written by Untitled Brandon. So I guess, without any further ado, shall we move on to the next section?
Sure, we shall. So please welcome Group 3.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. How are you today? I hope you're all in a good condition. So today, we are from 11 Pioneers Group 3. We'll start the presentation about the book. The title of the book is The Power of Self-Esteem by Nathaniel Branden. But before that, let us introduce ourselves first. My name is Muhammad Rifki Hadisaputra.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Fakih Hadiputra.
Hello, my name is Dennis William Silimora.
And in this presentation, the things that we want to explain is orientation, chapter 1 until 6, and the last one is conclusion. Next slide, please. And then I will explain about orientation about this book, especially about Nathaniel Branden as an author in this book. Nathaniel Branden was a Canadian-American psychotherapist and writer known for his work in the psychology of self-esteem. He has done more than anyone to awaken America's consciousness to the importance of self-esteem. This book is one of the bestsellers, and I think it's great. Next slide, please. And then I will explain about chapter 1. Chapter 1 is what is self-esteem. The first subchapter is complex factors determine our self-esteem. Obviously, the family environment can have beneficial impact for the self-esteem. So, parents have to learn many kinds of attitude to solve the self-esteem problem. And the second subchapter is a definition of self-esteem. Self-esteem is the experience that we need to life and to the requirements of life. But specifically, self-esteem is the confidence in our ability to think and to cope with the challenge of life, and then confidence in our right to get the happiness and how can we enjoy the result of our efforts, and then psychological resources for the future. This part explained that in the future the business company will need the people who has the high self-esteem so that it can give the effect to the organization. Okay, next.
Okay, chapter 2. About why do we need self-esteem? Okay, there are 3 subchapters. The first is the mind is the basic to all survival. This book explains about mindset for our life. If we have good condition, we reach out and understand the world. The second subchapter is the process of thought. This part explains that the process of thought is important to pick the true answer in the life. The third is our choices affect our self-esteem. The choices that we choose have a definition and consequence for our life in general and our self-esteem in specifically. If you want to understand and know about the basic of true self-esteem, this part is suitable stuff. Okay, next chapter 3 will explain by William.
Okay, thank you, Faki. Chapter 3, Self-Esteem and Achievement. There are 3 subchapters. The first one is Authentic Pride. Self-esteem contemplates what needs to be done and says, I can. Pride contemplates what has been accomplished and says, I did. Authentic pride has nothing in common with bragging, boasting, or arrogance. It comes from an opposite root. Not emptiness, but satisfaction is its wellspring. It is not out to prove, but to enjoy. Second one is volitional choice, what we are willing to do. Fortunately, there are steps that you can take to address problems with your perceptions of yourself and faith in your abilities. How do you build self-esteem? Some actions that you can take to help improve your self-esteem include become more aware of negative thoughts, challenge negative thinking patterns, use positive self-talk, and practice self-compassion. Alright guys, so that's the first section of our presentation. But it's not over yet. See you guys in the next section.
Alright, so that is the presentation from group 3, but it's not over yet. So then let's find out the rest of the book. Is it the right place?
That's right, Naskia. I think let's call them back. Group 3, time and place is yours. Okay, so we have already watched the presentation.
Okay. Welcome back to Okay. Oh guys, welcome back with us. Let us continue our presentation. Chapter 4. Reflections on the sources of self-esteem. There are 3 subchapters. Living consciously, responsibly, with integrity. To judge ourselves by that which depends on the will and choices of others is clearly dangerous to our self-esteem. The tragedy of millions of people is that this is just what they do. Since we are social beings, some measure of esteem from others is necessary. But to tie our self-assessment to the good opinion of others is to place ourselves at their mercy in the most humiliating way. The second subchapter is developing a powerful source of strength. A commitment to awareness, then a commitment to rationality, consciousness, respect for reality as a way of life. It's both a source and an expression of positive self-esteem. The third one is the power of self-responsibility. There's no shortage of reasons for why you cannot do something or be somewhere in your life that you want to be. Being your best self and achieving your goals is challenging, and there are often roadblocks. You can control your relationship to the thing outside of your control. You have control over how you respond, react, think about, choose, and act with regard to the circumstances or people. Notice that in the small corner of your world, you are powerful. Notice also that you have the power to expand that small area of your world just a little bit more. Own your life, one small step and corner of your world at a time. Okay, I'll pass the next chapter to Rifki.
Okay, thanks William. And then chapter 5. Chapter 5 is the power of self-esteem in the workplace. The first subchapter is trusting yourself. The most fundamental meaning of self-esteem is trust in your mind and mental processes. Therefore, trust in your ability to learn, to judge, and to decide. And the second is the ability to make decisions. One of the main causes of the failure is the inability to make decisions. That inability is due to the problematic self-esteem that it's don't trust your thought and judgments. Next. And then no shortcut to self-esteem. There are not any shortcut to high self-esteem. We cannot cheat the reality. If we don't live consciously, authentically, responsibly, and with high integrity, we may be successful, popular, wealthy, and belong to all the right clubs, but we will have only pseudo self-esteem. Okay, let's move to the next chapter. Faki, the time is yours.
Okay, chapter 6, a recommendation for future study. Contain a recommendation from the author if anyone wants to develop self-esteem. Yeah. Next, and the last one is a conclusion. This book is very important because it explains how much important self-esteem is. This book is suitable if you want to know how deep your self-esteem is. Thank you. That's all from our presentation. I'll give it back to the host.
So thank you for group 3, and that was the presentation from group 2, right? So after this, we have a Q&A section, and I think don't go anywhere, everyone. So you can just next in the Q&A section, you guys just drop your guys' question in Zoom, or you can ask it directly by on your mic. Yes. So see you guys in the Q&A section. The podcast. Right now, as I said before, we have a Q&A section. So there are some questions actually, and for those of you who want to ask the question, you guys can raise your hand in the Zoom, and if you guys are in the YouTube, you guys just comment your question in the comment box. So
Yeah, so the first question is, how much important parents' role of self-esteem? So group 3, what's your guys' answer?
Okay. I think parents is very important because the parent is first and can that impact to children, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's all. Next
Alright.
question.
So that's your guys' answer. Okay, thank you so much. So the next question will be, how can we improve our self-esteem as a teenager?
Okay, let me answer the question. As a teenager, we can start to protect our body odor to improve our self-esteem, and it can create the high self-esteem. For example, we can wearing the perfume or maybe deodorant to avoid the bad smell, so that it can create the high self-esteem for yourself. Yeah, I think it's the answer.
Okay, thank you so much, Rifki. So that is the answer. Maybe before I move on to the next question, maybe if there's anyone in the Zoom can wanna ask directly, maybe you can guys start. Not yet. Alright, so maybe Faiz, you can read the next question.
Okay, so the third question is, what can we do if we met a friend not confident? So group 3, what is your answer?
What?
Can you repeat the question again?
So the question is, what can we do if we meet friends but not confident?
Oh, okay, let me answer it. So the answer is we can try to tell and educate them, and maybe we can also learning and playing by them togetherly so that it can improve their self-confidence. I think it's the answer.
Alright, thank you so much. So that is the answer of the question. And in the Zoom, I think there's someone who wants to ask a question. Alright, Omar. So time and place is yours. You can ask the question.
I
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Mar.
Okay, I'm just gonna give like a simple question, like based on this book, like what does this book offer to me that can like help me mentally or physically or whatever this book provides to me? Just basically in a short way, tell me why I should buy it or why I should read it.
Right, Mar, that's your question. Thank you for asking. Maybe group three, do you guys, is it clear
Uh,
enough, the question?
Thank you, Umar, for the question. As you said, you were asking like what this book can give you and provide you. Honestly, this book can provide you like how to improve your self-esteem and make you more confident in walking or running through your life. And yeah, I think you should buy this book because it actually can help you in increasing your self-esteem. Yeah, that's my answer.
All right, William. Thank you so much for the answer. And Umar, I hope that can answer your question. All right.
Yeah, that
So,
basically answered my question. Thank you, Will,
and
and
let's
everybody
moving
there.
on. Okay, let's moving on to the next question. It is Mr. Iwan Chakrana, senior vice principal. So, time for questions. Mr. Iwan Chakrana is how much is family environment influence on the development of one's self-esteem?
Okay, let me answer the question from Mr. Iwan Chakrayana. Okay, so I think the answer is the family environment is the first factor that can create or make or form the high or low self-esteem for the children. So it's important things to the children self-esteem. Yeah, I think it's the answer.
All right, thank you, Ricky, for us answering the question. All right, so I think that is from group three. Let's answer group three. I hope that the presentation from group T can be helpful for all of us, and we can have a better self-esteem for ourselves. That's what the group three mentioned.
Okay, now it's time for group 4 to present. They will present a book called Atomic Habits by James Clear. So without any further ado, please welcome Group 4.
Yep. So group four will be here after this song break. So please wait and stay tuned. All right, thank you guys for staying tuned after this song. And right now we are here with them.
Okay, now it's time to Group 4 to present. They will present a book called Atomic Habits by James Clear. So without any further, please welcome Group 4.
Hi guys, thank you Naskia and Faiz. And Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We're from Group 4. And first of all, I would like to introduce my group first. My name is Hilbram Subarzayan.
My name is Muhammad Malcolm X.
My name is Aleka Manakasibuan.
Okay, let's get straight into our presentation. And this is our book. The title is Atomic Habits. The author is James Clear. Okay, atomic habit is a theory that will help to practice small habits regularly and consistently that can improve the quality of life in the future. Atomic habits is the definitive guide to breaking bad behaviors and adopting good ones in 4 steps, showing you how small, incremental, everyday routines compound into massive, positive change over time. There are 4 atomic habits. The first one is make it obvious. Fill out the habits scorecard. Write down your current habits to become aware of them. For example, you can type your habit in your phone or you can note it in your notebook or something like that. And use implementation intentions. I will study at 7 p.m. in my room. Use habit stacking. After I do my learning, I will go to the gym or do somewhere else or something like that. Design your environment. Make the cues of good habits obvious and visible. Okay, the next one is gonna explain by Malik. Oh, Malcolm.
Yes, okay, so the second one is make it attractive. Use the temptation bundling to pair an action with what you want to do with an action you need to do. For example, it's like you want to have a healthy life, but you don't know what to do. The action is like having a jog at the morning, because first of all, that's an action, and you get something out of it, which is pretty much a pair. Now, the next one is join a culture where where your desired behavior is the normal behavior. Like, for example, you want to work out, but you don't really feel that comfortable at home. You can go to the gym and do it there because it's a really normal behavior. The last one in make it attractive is um, create a motivational ritual before you do pretty much like before you do something enjoy that you enjoy immediately before like a difficult habit, because like it's very annoying if you don't do anything. Anyways, up to the next one, make it easy. Reduce friction. Decrease the number of steps between you and your good habits. Next one is prime the environment. Prepare your environment to make future actions way and much easier. The next one is master the decisive movements. Optimize the small choices that deliver outsized impacts. The next one is use the 2-minute rule. Downscale your habits until they can be done in 2 minutes or less. Because what if it's more than 2 minutes, it's gonna be not that more efficient. You can make it more efficient. The last one is automate your habits. Invest in technology and one-time purchases that lock you in future behaviors. Like, for example, buying a dumbbell for working out and doing pretty much buying things to make your habits way easier. The last one is make it satisfying. So the first one is use reinforcements. Give yourself an immediate reward when you complete your habit. For example, like it's been a hard day, like after you've been studying all day. The thing is, you want to give yourself a reward so you can be happy and it's not annoying. So you pretty much give yourself like an ice cream or something like that. Pretty much a reward. The next one is make doing nothing enjoyable. When avoiding a bad habit, design a way to see the benefits. The third one or the fourth one is use a habit tracker. Keep track of your habit score and don't break the chain, because it goes really nicely with the next one, which is never miss twice. Because when you forget to do a habit, make sure to get back on it immediately. Because if you miss one, you miss twice. If you miss 3 times, there's nothing that's not gonna make you stop doing it. Okay, next slide, please. And the next slide is going to be delivered by my friend here, Malik. Alika.
Okay, thank you, Malcolm.
And then I will read the 4 simple steps to build good habits. The first one, looking for clues. Hints can come from anything that comes from our minds. And the second one, we had finding passion. Once we manage to find clues, we will be triggered by passion to complete some of these tasks. Passion will drive us to take action, which in turn becomes a kind of fuel for us to do something to achieve the goal. The third one, give feedback. If we have the fuel in the form of passion, we will take an action that is doing the task long before the specific deadline. This stage, according to, is the most crucial or decisive stage because habits will not be formed if this stage is not implemented. Okay, the last one, get rewarded. In the end, after going through the stage of arousal and response, we will be rewarded for what we do.
Okay, so this is the end of our first session, and I think we will see you again in the next session.
So, and right now we are back with the group one. It's not over yet, so let them explain more about the rest of the group. So, group four, time and place is yours.
Okay, guys, welcome back to our presentation, and I will continue our presentation. Okay, this one is how to break a bad habit. The first one is make it invisible. Reduce exposure. Remove the cues of your bad habits from your environment. Like if you have a trouble sleeping, you can remove the thing that makes you still awake. The second is make it unattractive. Reframe your mindset. Highlight the benefits of avoiding your bad habits. Like I will be healthier if I stop smoking. The third one is make it difficult. Increase friction. Increase the number of steps between you and your bad habits. For example, like you need to play games anytime, anywhere. Like you can make a step more to opening the game so that you already difficult to open the game. And then the next one is use a commitment device. Restrict your future choices to the ones that benefit you. And the last one is make it unsatisfying. Get an accountability partner. Ask someone to watch your behavior so they can track you to not doing it again. Create a habit contract. Make the cause of your habits public, of your bad habits public and painful. For example, you must pay 10K every time you say something bad or something like that. Okay, the next slide will be delivered by Malcolm.
Okay, so habit scorecard. So you might be asking, like, when the first slide was, what is a habit scorecard? So we pretty much need a point and call system for our personal lives. Pretty much that's pretty much the origin of the habit scorecard, which is a simple exercise that you can use to become more aware of your behavior. So what do you mean about that? So you can make a list of your daily habits. If you ask how, you can use your phone, or you can buy some notepads and put them in obvious locations that you normally see. Ask yourself, is this a good habit, a bad habit, or a neutral habit? So you'll know which ones you are doing bad and good. And if you know that's a good, bad, or neutral habit, if it is a good habit, write a plus on it. If it's a bad habit, then write a minus on it. And if it's a neutral habit, write a equal signs on it. So the next slide is going to be told by my friend Ailika.
Okay, the conclusion is, so you guys can remember the 4 keywords earlier. Make it obvious, make it attractive.
Make it easy.
And make it satisfying. Thank you guys for listening to our presentation, and see you guys in the Q&A section. Bye bye. always-
comment down below. And for those of you in Zoom, you can raise your guys' hand and ask it directly. And there's already some question right in Zoom. Okay, so there's actually some of the question from Miss Ika first. So maybe Faiz, you can read it.
Okay. So, the first question from Miss Ika is, what do you get after reading these two books?
After this one.
After this book.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, I wanna answer it. I think after I read this book, atomic habits really help me to break bad habits, right? Because it's really a lot of important points in that book. Yeah, I think that is.
Yeah, like Atomic Habits is gonna change your life big. Like it's really change your um future if
Yeah.
you break down your atomic habit.
You pretty much can see the good, the bad, and the neutral habits that you do, and you can improve on the good ones, and you can ignore the bad ones.
Yes.
That's it.
All right, is that the answer? Okay,
Yes.
thank
Yes.
you for answering the question. So the next question is, there's a lot of people raising their hands. All right, so you may turn on your maybe you turn on your camera first and turn on your mic, and then you can ask your questions. Hello, Miss Afrina.
Oh.
Are you there? All right, maybe we can wait for Afrina. Maybe next is.
Hi. Sorry.
Oh,
Yes,
Oh, okay.
yes, sorry. I've got mood. Sorry. Okay. Okay. I want to ask, according to you guys, what is the main topic? What is the main point of this autonomic habit?
I think you can answer it.
I guess in my opinion, like these atomic habits, like the little, it's pretty much like the point of the atomic habit is like the little things you do in life, and the thing that you normally, if you don't keep track of it, you won't really realize it. You won't really like think, oh, there was a habit that I do. Wow, that's really
Small habit.
really small habit that you didn't realize,
habit.
and pretty much, as the title says, atomics,
Atomic habit.
smaller than a grain of rice. Pretty much, the things that you can't keep track of and you normally don't notice it.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
Atomic habit can really affect your future.
Yes, it can really affect it, and whether you realize it or not, that's what is it. Okay, so I hope you understand this, Efrina.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Thank you so much.
thank you so much. Miss
Thank
Afrina.
you.
Thank you.
So I think let's move on to the next question. Okay, who's raising hand? There is. Yeah, okay, Umar, time and place is yours. You can turn on your mic and your camera.
Wait, did you guys comment? Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
We can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you, but we
Okay,
can't.
so
Can't see you.
my question is like, let's say I have this friend that's trying to like build up his body. He wants to have like a build up body, muscles and everything. So he needs to create a habit for himself, maybe like working out or something like that. But like for all, a lot of you guys might know that it's kind of hard to start a habit like that. So do you guys have any tips like how do I start a habit, or what is the habit for me to start working out to build up my body
Thank you, Umar. So,
based on this book?
Umar, question is, how do you guys start to create a new habit? To start a new habit.
A
Yeah, guys
new
have a
good
tips.
habit.
Yeah, the tips maybe.
Who's gonna answer? A
Uh,
good
Should
new
I answer it again?
habit.
Tips, like how you start a new habit.
So in my
I think
opinion,
you can see someone that you like to like it inspire you like yeah they can motivate you to do a new habit that can yeah affect your life and something like that. I think that's
yeah, or you
how you create a good
or you
habit.
can do start from little steps and not go like a huge step.
Yes.
So start from, for example, studying. If you want to study, start
Yeah,
from
like waking
5
up
minutes.
early and
Yeah.
sleeping,
Mm.
something like that.
Yeah, so pretty much start from, in my opinion, like
Start from
small.
yourself.
Yeah, start from yourself and start small. Do not start big because not good. I think
Alright,
that's
so
all.
I think that is the answer from group 4. So that's a tip. So how is it, Umar? Is it clear?
How is it, Umar?
How is it?
Yeah, so that answers kind of my question. So yeah, thank you. More
You,
questions to come. Thank you,
Thank you,
guys.
Umar. Thank you.
So
Thank you.
next.
Thank you, Neil, from
Yes.
Alright. So the next question from Amanda. So Amanda, maybe you can turn on your mic and camera.
Amanda.
Hello.
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 Um, can you hear my voice clearly? I'm sorry.
Yes, Amanda.
Yes,
We can
yes.
see you.
Can, cannot.
So my question is, why atomic habits can change many people in their aspect of life? Thank you.
Okay.
You want to answer?
So the question
Question
is
is-
how this a book can
Uh-huh.
change like aspect from someone like change your life.
Okay.
How is it?
Maybe I mentioned it in the earlier because there's a lot of good important points, and atomic habits definitely will break your bad habits, and they'll that point is so relatable in daily life, right? Yeah, I think that it's
Yeah, in this book, there are so many tips for us to creating a good habit, avoiding the bad habit, and yeah, there are many ways to create a
Right,
good
pretty much
habit.
create good
and
habit. Break the bad habit and make
Yeah.
it way
yes,
better for everyone.
I think that's changing our life.
yeah, it's really helpful for our life, right?
I think that's it, Manda.
Alright. So that's the answer from group 4. How is it?
Manda.
Okay, she's answered. So I think it's straight enough to figure the answer. So maybe we can just move on to the last or yes, last question, which is
Last
from
question.
William.
William.
Right, William, you can turn on your mic and to ask.
Oh, can you hear me?
Hello, William.
Oh well.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so my question is, what do you think is a good habit that can be useful for others? That's my question. Thank you.
What's what?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question?
I'm sorry, William, maybe you can repeat the question. Can I?
My question is, what do you think is a good habit that can be useful for anybody else?
Anybody else or for ourselves?
Maybe like a definition of bad, a good habit.
Definition of good habits like it's a good for you can decide it whether it's good or bad or neutral. Like if you get the benefit from it, it's a good habit. If you're not getting a benefit from it, it's a bad habit.
If you do not get an advantage or disadvantage. Yes.
Yeah,
So,
I think- Like if you wake up a little early, you can focus more in the study, and if you drink more water, you can be healthier and something like that.
Alright, so
Yeah,
that is the answer
that's
from
the
group
answer.
4. William, how is it?
How is it, William?
That's the answer.
Okay, thank you. It's good enough. Thank you.
So
So there is a special question from
Special question.
Yes.
Yes, from Miss Ikawati for Group 4. The question is how to start to build a good habits because I think it will difficult to start it. So Group 4, what's your answer?
Okay, we already mentioned it in the last question and in the presentation. So there is 4 steps to build a good habits. Like looking for cues, hints come from anything that comes from your minds. Like you get an idea to do something good, do a good habit. It's come from your mind. And second one is finding passion. The third one is give feedback to your good habit. Get rewarded. Like if you have done workout, you can go eat something you like, or after you learn, you can buy something that you want or something like that. That's basically how you make a good habit.
Pretty much just find something you really enjoy and
Yeah, you really enjoy.
reward yourself by giving something that you already enjoy. That's a simple. Yeah, basically.
Okay. All right. That is the
Okay. Unfortunately, that is the last question that we can ask to this group. I hope that information was given is very useful for you all. So thank you, Group 4.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, Group 4. And yeah, also for today's podcast, unfortunately, we ended right here. But maybe first, may I ask, what's your favorite book among these books?
Okay, I think my favorite book will be The Power of Self-Esteem because it teaches us how to be more confident about ourselves and show how powerful confidence is.
Alright. Yeah, I thought so too. So it's a really good book. I feel like 2 of them is a really good book. But I like Atomic Habits better, I guess, because it tells us how to break your bad behavior and adapting one's into strong steps. So as what I talked about with my friend last week about the power of habits, which is similar to this topic too, it always tells us how small details or habits can affect on us.
That's right, Naskia. Unfortunately, we come to the end of the podcast, but don't worry, guys. Pesat Literature is not over. We will bring you guys more books that can be helpful for you guys to know. So stay tuned at Radio Pesat every Thursday at 3 p.m.
Yes, that's right. So I hope that see you guys in next week. And that's about it. Thank you so much for your attention and participation. And we hope it can be useful for all of us. If there's a mistake, please forgive us. And hope to see you guys in the next one.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Bye.
Bye.